This is a cursed 1,000-year-old mummy. Anyone who sees it will disappear after 66 seconds. And to this day, no one has been able to escape this curse. At this moment, on a spaceship traveling through the cosmos, a grandfather and granddaughter were having a meal. Suddenly, the old woman seemed to have seen something. She incredulously took off her glasses. There, a creature wrapped in bandages was slowly walking toward her. It was slowly approaching her. Frightened, the old woman quickly told her granddaughter. However, when the granddaughter turned around, she saw nothing. As the monster continued to approach, the old woman in panic called for security to remove the monster. But the security guard thought she was hallucinating, because he couldn't see the so-called monster either. The grandfather and granddaughter even had an argument over this. To the surrounding passengers, the old woman was just shouting at the air.
Mama, there's no one there. You're worrying me. Do you want one of your pills?
As the 66-second countdown ended, the old woman completely fell unconscious, but the mummy's curse still hadn't ended. Accompanied by flickering lights, the 66-second countdown also entered its final seconds. The monster suddenly appeared in the kitchen without warning. This time, its target was a timid chef. He panicked and screamed for help. But just like before, his co-workers couldn't see anything. But in the chef's eyes, the monster was closing in on him, and he had little time left. The chef grabbed a kitchen knife and made a last-ditch struggle. He turned and ran into the cold storage, and locked the door behind him. He thought this would stop the monster from advancing. However, in the next second, the monster suddenly teleported behind him. As the countdown ended, a horrific wail came from the cold storage. The co-workers outside could only watch helplessly. And just like that, the chef fell into a deep unconscious state. To prevent causing panic among the passengers, the conductor immediately ordered a gag order for the kitchen staff. And this was already the second murder on the train. No one knew how to break the mummy's curse. Detective Chris, upon hearing this, immediately brought his assistant here. Chris privately approached the conductor. He believed that the truth of the case should be uncovered first, and not just suppress the information, and wait for the next murder to happen. However, the conductor didn't care at all. Reluctantly, Chris had to investigate on his own. He went to the monitoring room and repeatedly watched the footage of the scene. The victims always died exactly 66 seconds later, and he also discovered that the lights were being interfered with. The mummy seemed to be unaffected by any material obstruction. Just as everyone was puzzled, the next victim appeared. Please follow me to learn about the next development in the story.